Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Stephanie. If you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and if you are part of the beauty fam, welcome back. Grab your favorite drink. Mi cafecito. Get cozy and get ready to dive right into what everyone is talking about, the 73rd Miss Universe final competition. Buckle up because I have thoughts and I'm not holding back. Let's jump right into it. Let's talk about the production, the vibe, the overall feel of this year's Miss Universe 73rd final competition. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. It didn't feel nostalgic. It didn't feel Miss Universe. Miss Universe has this feeling of elegance and timeless beauty. This feeling of like, they call it the Super Bowl of pageants. Everyone awaits for this moment every year to crown the new Miss Universe. And obviously we have a new Miss Universe, which I can't wait to get into, but also the whole vibe just wasn't right. And I did this story and actually over 300 people said that they agreed with me, which is crazy. I understand the feeling of watching Miss Universe as a little girl. And that feeling in my 30s now, I'm just like, what happened? There's so many different pageants out there. Guys, don't get me wrong. I'm a girl that has invested in many different types of pageants. Many. I'm a pageant girl at heart. It's who I am. I love it. I will tell every girl, get into pageants. That's just who I am. I love it. But also there is enough space in this world for every single pageant that there is, and more that will come, along the years. But Miss Universe has this thing that, again, it's the elegance, it's the timeless feel of the term Miss Universe, the brand. And this year, I just did not see it. The lights were off in some places. Oh my gosh, for the final walk was dark. The last couple of years, we've seen rule changes as well as ownership changes. And I don't know, I feel with each ownership, the pageant, the brand, it changes, right? Because it depends on the person that owns it. And that is kind of the sad part, because as a pageant contestant myself, I do pageants because of the legacy that they have. And if the person that has it does not pick up that legacy and understands the legacy, then we start to lose that magic. And it makes me so sad because I've grown up with Miss Universe forever. I still think they have time to come back. All right? I still think they need to figure things out, but I still feel like they can come back. What do you think about the overall production? Comment down below, let me know, let's talk about it, because something just was not right. I don't know if the budget just wasn't there or what's going on, but just something was not right. They actually announced the countries that are in the running for the host country next year, which honestly, hasn't really happened. They have announced more than 5 countries, which is insane. Not 2, not 3, 8 different countries that are in the running for host country next year. Insane. And that list is India, South Africa, Thailand, Costa Rica, Spain, Dominican Republic, Argentina, and Morocco. From all those places, I can't even choose myself. Let me know in the comments below which one you think will be or which one would you want it to be at. I kind of want to go next year. Who's jumping with me? Now let's cut into the top 30. Oof. All right. So first of all, top 30 for me, I think it's a little much. I think don't change what doesn't need to be fixed. 20, 10, 5 is a beautiful breakdown for pageants. It cuts everything in half, makes it straight to the point. Why change something that doesn't need to be changed? They went from 30 to 12. Big cut to 5. And we got to see 30 of them in swimsuit competition. I think that's a lot. And as they were calling each girl into the top 30, they had this little 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 10 seconds clip of each girl. Waste of time, honestly. Isn't time money? Go straight into the 20s. Maybe once you get to the 10s, do a little clip of the girls, but don't do it in the 20s or in the 30s. That's too many. Too many. I want to see these girls compete. I want to see the winner. Get to the point. But I gotta say, there was some surprises in the top 30, and some of my favorites were left out. That being included Brazil, Colombia. USA was not like my top girl, but I think she did deserve to be in the top 30. That's just me. That's just me. But I am from USA, so... But that goes to show, guys, it's not only what you see on final night. It's not only what you see on the preliminary competition. The interviews are very, very important. The way they interact day to day with not only the contestants, but the organization, the people that they will be working with for the whole year around. It is really important to pick someone that is an ambassador for your brand. It's much more than what the girls bring final night. It's more than just the beauty and the glam. And I've learned to see that, but I still have some favorites that didn't make the top 30. Okay. And then there were some that very much surprised me. We'll get into that when we enter top 12. I gotta say, one girl really stood out to me in the swimsuit competition. I mean, there were so many beautiful girls, obviously, but one that really stood out to me, and I saw her and I was like, oh, okay, I didn't see this, was Ecuador. Ecuador had a beautiful swimsuit performance, and she didn't make top 12. So, again, it goes to show that we don't see everything that happens behind doors, so it's hard to critique. Actually, my top 5 that I chose were in the top 12, so I was super excited. Beginning the top 5, they started with Bolivia, Mexico, Venezuela, Argentina, Puerto Rico, Nigeria, Russia, Chile, Thailand, Denmark, Canada, and Peru. Okay, so my favorite to win the crown, actually, I have a clip. Let me show it to you guys now. Hello, everyone. Okay, so tonight is Miss Universe. I don't have time to sit down in my room and record a whole prediction, but my top 5 are Venezuela, Puerto Rico, Chile, Tailandia, y Denmark. Amo a Perú. Puede hacer que Perú se meta en las 5, así que ojo. Pero esos son mis 5. Ganadora. Ay, ganadora. Tengo a... It's really hard for me to pick a winner. Because I know what these girls are going through right now. So, I kind of want a Barbie. I do. I wish Denmark would win, but I have a feeling Venezuela is going to take it. All right, I'm gonna say my winner is Venezuela, and let's see what happens tonight. Okay, so you guys saw my top 5. I loved all 5 of them, and Peru was kind of creeping up. All right, let's talk about the top 12 evening gown competition. First, I was in awe by some, and then I was in shock by others. That's Miss Universe. You always see the best evening gowns at Miss Universe, but this year, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't wowed. I absolutely loved. My favorite one was Thailand. The elegance of the overall cut and then the wings on her chest. It was very simple, but it had a wow factor to it. And to me, it was just enough elegance mixed with magic. It was insane. Followed by Mexico. I loved Mexico dress. I think it was a very safe universe feel. It also had a lot to bring to the stage, but honestly, those are my 2 favorite. The rest of them were all right. One of the dresses that I honestly did not like from the bunch was Nigeria's, and I don't think it was because of the style. I think it was not long enough, and also she was wearing the wrong shoes. She had silver shoes. If she would have worn a beautiful nude color shoe, that would have even made it a little bit better. But you saw her whole shoes. I cannot stand when dresses don't cover up feet. I've had that done before to me, and I absolutely hate it. So it's not Nigeria's fault either. Dress, I also think if the bottom part was more of her skin color, I think that would have been whoa. Because it would have just looked like her with those bright colors all over her. Oh my gosh, that would have been beautiful. So my evening gown competition award goes to Thailand. So once I saw all that, I had a feeling Puerto Rico wasn't going to make top 5 already. So I scooted in Peru. I was like, okay, maybe Peru will make it. But no. Our top 5 ended up being Venezuela, Thailand, Denmark, Mexico, and Nigeria. Mexico and Nigeria were a very surprise to me. Honestly, it was really hard for me to choose between Denmark and Venezuela. I was torn. I really wanted a Barbie this year. After I saw her, I was like, oh, she would be the perfect Barbie. We haven't had a blonde in a while, so it would be really nice to kind of bring that. I realized, I'm like, oh my gosh, Chile didn't make it, right? Chile didn't make it. So then the final competition of question rounds started. There was 2 questions. One was different for all 5. And then the last one was the one with the headphones. Hello, hello, hello. And they all had the same question. Once they started the question round, I noticed something that we don't notice in the final competition when it comes to evening gowns or swimsuit or introduction. The way these women speak. And I gotta say, once they started doing that, Nigeria took my heart. Her intelligence, her elegance, the way she speaks, and the way she represents. Like, I got chills. You guys don't even know. But the way she spoke, I was like, oh, I see it. You know, I see it. I see it. I saw what they see. And that to me was all I needed to say she deserved the top 5. It is what it is. Thailand, to me, was pure elegance. The way she answered her questions was soft, straight to the point. She was very poised. She was very elegant. So at that point, I was like, ooh, maybe Thailand. And this is where my heart aches and hurts. As a Latina woman myself, as a woman that knows English and Spanish, it hurts. It hurts when you see a fellow Latina struggle with something that honestly, it's 2024. This should not be a struggle. And if the organization accepts women that know little English, then they should be prepared with a really good translator to help them through that process, especially if they make top 5. For Miss Venezuela, for those of you who don't know, the translator told her the wrong question. So Venezuela's question was, describe the ideal woman of today and what you have in common with her. The translator told her, describe your ideal moment. And the crazy thing is that she kind of like double checked because she might understand a little bit of English. And I think to her it was just like, this is the question I get at Miss Universe, you sure? And she said in Spanish, mi momento, and then she like looked to the back. Like, and the translator was like, yeah. And I'm like, no. Obviously, Venezuela answered the wrong question, but is that her fault or the translator's fault? I think that's the translator's fault. Denmark was another one that when she spoke, she absorbed authority. Does that make sense? The way she talked, it was like, look at me, I'm president. I think that's why a lot of people gravitated towards her. It wasn't just the full package, it was her personality and her energy that captivated people all across the world. And I think that's why when I saw her, I was like, I would not mind Denmark to win. Absolutely amazing. Mexico, to me, absorbed elegance. And I gotta say, her English, very well done, Maria Fernanda. You looked amazing and you sounded like a true queen. I loved it. And we all know the results. We had Venezuela as 4th runner-up. We had Thailand as 3rd runner-up. Mexico as 2nd runner-up. Nigeria as 1st. And of course, the new Miss Universe 2024 is Denmark. And you guys, I am not upset at all having a Barbie. That's why I put on this look today. She did exactly what she said. I'm ready to make history. She is the first Miss Denmark to be crowned Miss Universe, and I think that is beautiful. As soon as I saw her, and guys, my dad called it. My dad was like, esa es la que va a ganar. Ya tú vas a ver. Esa es mi favorita. And he did. I think I'm gonna do pageant predictions with my dad next year and see how that goes because he is always on the dot. This might give him a little bit extra pressure, but he's always on point. Always on point. Pageant dad to the max. That's a wrap. I am so excited to finally sit down and talk to you guys about everything. As you guys know, I was competing at Miss Grand International and kind of just getting more things under my belt. I love this industry so much. It's a passion that I've had since I was a little girl, and I'm so excited to continue to share this with you guys in different ways. So if you guys like this conversation, let me know in the comments below what else you guys would like to see. I'm excited to share everything. Let me know in the comments below. Let's start this conversation, and I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Adios.